My lovers, welcome to my channel. My name is Made for Love, and today what we're going to do is an Akashic record reading. But this is not, I won't do the mediumship one. This is going to be using the Akashic Tarot. And what we're going to look at is the contract between you and your person. Okay, we're going to look at the foundation of the contract, at least the part of the contract that Spirit wants to bring through at this time. We're going to look at what lessons or blessings each of you guys receiving. We're going to look at where you guys currently in the soul contract. And then we are going to get some advice from Spirit. In the extended, we're going to look at where will you guys be a year from now in the soul contract. The highest outcome based on the current energies. Advice to get into alignment if you're not in alignment, and then messages from your person, and then I'm going to get some final advice from your higher self. I'll also look at what's going to be your person's next actions towards you within a month of you watching this reading. So let's get started with this, and we'll start by shuffling this Akashic Tarot deck. Now, this deck is a 62 card deck, so it's not like the usual tarot deck. The meanings are different, so I just read them intuitively, depending on how the cards line up, what cards are next to each other, okay? Alrighty. Also want to let you guys know, don't forget, this coming Saturday, 11/11 portal, we have our Twin Experience Celebrity Edition webinar, chat, whatever you want to call it, where I give you an update on the celebrity twin flame relationships that Charlotte and I were already tracking. So we'll track that through their twin ring from 2021 to present day, okay? And then you guys are invited to bring your own list of couples who you think might be twin flames, and I'll tune in and see if they are, and then I will also chart. I'll also draw out their chart whilst I'm there, and if the 2 hours allows, I will then do individual twin checks for whoever is on the live session. Okay, all right. Also, and the last thing, some people reached out after the last channeled letter asking if this is a service that I provide. I don't usually, because it takes a lot out of me. This is all part of mediumship, right? So only for a limited time, November and December, because I know as people get closer to the holidays, sometimes the anxiety kind of ramps up, and the uncertainty and the doubt. So November to December, I'll be offering those channel letters, so you can check on my website. I'll put a link down below for you guys, okay? All right, so let's look into this. We have here the light of the world in reverse. So what this tells me right away is that somebody is refusing to shine their light. Somebody is still hiding in the dark. For some of them, they're hiding in the closet, okay? And they don't want to come out. And this person, they have such a big, beautiful heart. We have here the King of Cups, King of Roses in this card. In this deck, they have such a big, beautiful heart, but it is something that they protect, and it is something that they don't show anyone. Okay, they don't show anyone, right? Look him here. In this garden alone, and this is a very sensitive soul. They're really what I heard is turned on by nature, but it's not. That's not it. They have a special bond with nature, with animals, and with energy. They may not realize it, but they are very tapped in. And they're being called to go on this journey, but look, their boat is still moored here, okay? And time is running out because the sun is about to set. All right, so let's see what's happening here. Somebody's refusing to shine the light, right? They're stuck in a little closet there. All right, let's have a look. And maybe you and your person, you guys are in a rainbow connection. And by rainbow connection, I mean maybe identify as members of the LGBTQIA2S plus community, so maybe they don't want to be out there. Maybe you are out there, and maybe you want to be loved aloud, or maybe it's a rainbow connection in terms of maybe you guys are very different, like physically different, right? In terms of maybe ethnicity or race, um, short, big, tall, that kind of thing, where people may think that you're an odd couple. So, some people are just so concerned about what people are going to say about their choices in love and all of that, that in public they might prefer to link with someone who is more socially acceptable, but in private they yearn for somebody that people may frown upon, right? And maybe you wish to be loved out loud. So there's that kind of dynamic that's also happening there. So somebody's still kind of stuck in the closet, just very afraid of what other people are going to say. But you know what I learned in this life? People going to say things regardless. And what they don't know about you, they're going to make up shit. That's just how people are. So might as well live your fucking life. That's my little gem for today, guys. Might as well live your life. They are going to make shit up. I'm telling you. Right? Whatever they don't know, they're going to make shit up. So live your bloody life. And live it out loud and live it unapologetically. Because before we blink, this particular life in this particular body is going to be over. And when you're 80 something or whatever it is and you're lying on your bed, you're going to be asking yourself, why did I give a fuck about what other people thought? All right. So anyways, okay. So let's see the foundation of a soul contract between you guys. Okay. We have the Four of Wands in reverse. I feel that's talking about separation, but I also think that's talking about maybe difficult childhoods or unstable childhoods. We have a Queen of Cups in reverse. I do think so, especially there's mother wounds that are coming through here, or just not being nurtured and supported. We have Queen of Forces upright. And we have Four of Cups in reverse, right? Or insecurities or challenges. All right, so let's, I feel all these are grouped together. That's what you're meant to be, both of you guys. All right, so this is what I'm getting here. You all agreed to come into this life and face a lot of challenges really early on in your childhood. I'm seeing Four of Wands in reverse here. So this could talk about a home that was torn apart, maybe something, because I feel like at one point maybe there was spring. So maybe it started off idealistic and then there may have been some sort of tragedy. Maybe separated from a particular parent. There's instability in the home. Let's see what's happening here. Instability in the home, abandonment. And I feel like for a lot of you, you found solace in being outside, in nature, connecting with friends. But outside was your refuge, not your home. Okay, not your home. Outside was a refuge, school was a refuge, that kind of thing. And it looks like this is going to be the parallel story for both of you guys, where you start from this place of challenge, where you're not being emotionally nurtured and supported in the home as much as you need to in order for you to grow up as a stable, independent adult. So a lot of you guys, because you're spending time outside, okay, alone, or by alone I mean unsupervised, so you end up with a lot of hyper independence, right? You don't know how to trust people, you don't know how to rely on people, you don't know how to ask for help, ask for support, because the message that you downloaded, and this is both of you guys, this is your story, the message that you downloaded from that experience is, my needs don't matter. Everybody else needs matter, but my needs no matter. And you grew up with a very distorted, because this card is called views of the ego. You end up growing up with a very distorted view of yourself, right? Low self-esteem, poor self-image, because the message that you got is that you were not important and your needs were not important. Okay. And there is something here about not having your emotional IQ or your emotional intelligence and your language related to emotions, that not being nurtured, that not being fostered. Okay, because quite frankly, the persons that you grew up with, they didn't know how to do that themselves. They didn't know how to do that themselves. Okay, this is how they grew up. Everybody's stoic, you keep shit inside, you get over it. You get over it, you deal with it, you stop being a crybaby, you pull yourself up by bootstraps. You know all the words, and you can put them down below. You know all the words, right? And you just get on with life, right? And I think they truly think, these people that we grew up with, that they got on with life and that they turned out fine. Okay, that they turned out fine. But a lot of them logged around very heavy trauma for nearly their whole life. Okay, so that's why they will say this generation is growing up, they're soft and they can't do this and we can't do that. But it's a generation that's actually willing to look at their wounding. Okay, so you're meant to go through all of this, deal with all these insecurities, total these insecurities. But at the end of it, both the sun and the moon, the divine masculine, divine feminine, you're meant to get to this place, which is you stand in your power place. And this is interesting because I think Charlotte is offering a seminar, or it was a masterclass on standing your power. I'm not sure what is the date. I can link that below for you guys as well. So that's Charlotte at Happy Twins 1111. So that's really aligned with the message that we're getting here, because at the end of it all, after all of this, and after we really start to dig deep, we're meant to stand in our power and return to wholeness, balancing our masculine and feminine energies within ourselves, and mastering our world. Okay, so this is the foundation of soul contract. You guys both living parallel lives, going through all of this, but ending up at the same spot, which is standing in your power. And I think Charlotte's masterclass, it's free or by donation, so you can choose to donate, or you could go for free. But listen, in everything there must be equal energetic exchange. So even if it's $1, whatever it is, you should always try to make that equal energetic exchange with everyone. Okay. All right. So let's dig a little deeper into this now. Now we're going to look at, so this is a journey that you guys are on. What lessons or blessings are you guys experiencing right now? So I'm going to go into this past life oracle cards. Okay, underneath the deck, we have it coming out again. So the mother is being featured really strongly here. Mother wounds. And when we have mother wounds, we can't accept, just as we said before, right? We can't accept support. We can't accept care. We find it very easy to give, right? That's a masculine aspect. We find it very easy to give, but when it comes to receive, we're always thinking maybe people have motivations, or we're not worthy, that kind of thing. So there's definitely a mother wound here. When we also have mother wounds, we have issues with manifesting abundance also, because abundance is about receiving from the universe. Okay, I'm going off on all kinds of tangents today. But as we were talking about abundance and receiving abundance and aligning to abundance, my twin sent me this mantra that's meant to manifest abundance called Shrim Razim. Now, I was like, this sounds so kind of kooky, but I did try it, and can I tell you, it is so very powerful. From the moment I turned it on, I felt this vibrating throughout my body. And then when I closed my eyes, I saw myself lying on a gold coin. And just above me, there was this, like the jet stream that the turtles ride, right? When they're migrating, there was this golden jet stream of abundance just floating there. And what they told me, you have to connect it, you have to align it and connect it and flow with that jet stream of abundance. And that's what I did. So maybe that's something, if you're interested in manifesting abundance, I can put that down below for you as well. All right, so let's go. Sorry about all those tangents. Anyways, let's see what lessons and blessings you, viewer, you're receiving. It's going to be the divine feminine. Okay, we have ships. Now, every time I see ships, it can make me think about abandonment issues, but it can also give me a kind of chariot vibes, that you're moving forward on a journey, or you're being taken to a particular place, or moving on to another level. So I have to clarify. Let's get two cards. And we also have forgiveness. Okay, so the lesson that you are learning is how to let go or to move on from some of the very painful things that may have happened in your life. And I think that's the consistent message that we got this week, where we talked about, recognizing how much or trauma or pain or ego has been in the driver's seat of our life for a long time, right? And we don't want to acknowledge it. We try to go about our day and our life, but we don't understand, and we don't want to acknowledge just how much it still rules us and influences the decisions that we make and the things that we do, especially when it comes to our interpersonal relationships. Okay, we're just kind of instinctive, right? Not recognizing that all this is just acting out of the things that happened to us in the past. Okay, so what you are learning, or what you're being asked to learn, is how to forgive and allow yourself to align to that energy of forgiveness that's going to take you forward. Okay, let's see what your person is learning. Lessons or blessings? We have High Priestess. All right, so what they're learning to do is how to tap into their spiritual energy and their spiritual power. Okay, learning how to harness that, to manifest, manifest destiny. So manifest destiny in their life. I think they might be getting a lot of flashbacks from past lives at this time, but it feels like a lot of their clairs coming online or coming on stream. So a lot of paranormal experiences at this time, a lot of psychic experiences. Maybe they might even be searching out a lot of spiritual guidance. So they might be YouTube watching videos on how to connect to their spirit guides, those kinds of things. That's what I'm getting there. Okay, and the next one, we have unrequited love. So they are also dealing with their feelings of not being good enough, and it's from since childhood. Okay, that's the message that they downloaded, and they might be receiving heavy triggers around this issue at this time, because maybe there might be people around them that they are realizing just not giving them the same energy that they have been putting out. And remember, I said, in everything there must be an equal energetic exchange in order for it to be sustained. So when you get to the point like, wait now, but I am carrying this whole thing, And this could be relationships with their family members. It could be relationships with an intimate partner in their life. It could be relationships with their co-workers. Recognizing that like they are the packers or the work mule in the institution. Everybody's relying on them, but nobody is there for them when they need them. So this is triggering all their little abandonment wounds from childhood. It's triggering all their feelings of not being worthy and not being worthy of love and attention and not being worthy of having their needs met. So these are the triggers that they're going through at this time. So paranormal experiences and then all wounds coming up. So I think you guys are basically might be in the same place, right? So dealing with all wounds, okay, and recognizing that you are enough, okay, and then leveling up. This is a level up here, and this is a level up, okay. So you guys are heavily mirroring each other at this time. So whatever you're feeling, know that they are feeling the same, and whatever is coming up for you is also coming up for them, okay. Now let's see where you guys are currently in this soul contract. Where are you guys currently in this soul contract? I'm going to get 2 cards for each person. Where are you guys currently in this soul contract? We have the Queen of Pentacles for you. And let's get another card for you. And the 3 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're not investing. I told you, you're mirroring a person. You are not investing in anything that's not investing in you. Okay? You're tired of the games. You see this chess game in reverse? You're tired of the games. Okay? You're not playing any games right now. You are standing in your power. You're focusing on yourself, your abundance. And there's a lot of abundance. Look at her. The world is her oyster. Okay? The world is her oyster. So you aren't playing any games, and you don't want to be part of anything that has any kind of third party energy or where you are playing second fiddle to somebody else. You are giving all your love and attention to someone. You want that to be reciprocated. Okay? So if there's some kind of third party, you're disconnecting yourself from that, and you are surveying your options, because there's a whole wide world out there for you to explore. And this is you, stepping into wholeness and recognizing that you deserve all good things, right? You deserve all good things. And I'm hearing that Abraham Hicks, it's like a small excerpt I'm hearing in my head, that I've realized that I deserve good things, like that kind of thing. That if I get it, I'll link it down below. So many things to link down below for you guys. You know what, guys? Let me write that down because I don't want to forget anything. I will link everything in the description box. Okay, give me a second. Right, I didn't want to forget. All right, let's see where your person's at. We have the Buddha prepares. So this card, and this is card number 13 about transformation, but this card is the state you're in just before you step out on faith and just before you step out into your life purpose. It is a place of preparation, preparing yourself for the journey. So this is where they're at, and it feels like the same high priestess energy that is here, right? So it's like an information gathering, but you're not just gathering information from your 3D space. You're also collecting information from the 5D, from your guides, from your ancestors, okay, from source energy itself, okay? So that is where they're at. Feels like a switch has happened. Like before, they were operating in the 3D and you were there in the 5D. So they were transmuting and learning lessons in the 3D. You were doing it in the 5D. But it feels like they are doing it in the 5D now and you are more looking out into your 3D world. That's what it feels like. And then we have here the King of Swords in reverse. So I feel like they might be retreating at this time, maybe not communicating too much. I'm also getting that there might be a lot of narcissistic personalities around your person, but they are cultivating their own inner peace. Now, whereas when they were a child, right, their escape was the 3D world. They would be out there, both of you guys. But now they're realizing that once they have that peace inside of them, nobody can shake them or ruffle their feathers. Okay? So you stepping into wholeness in the 3D, they stepping into wholeness in the 5D. You've already created peace in your inner world. You're now looking at your outer world. They are creating peace in their inner world so that it can be reflected in their outer world. So you guys right now are doing what you're meant to do with regard to your soul contract. Because remember, the end point in the soul contract is both of you guys standing in your power, right? You're doing it here by choosing yourself, and they're doing it here by choosing themselves as well. And this feels like 3D power here, and this feels like spiritual power here. So you guys are doing exactly what you're meant to do. That's beautiful. All right, let's get some advice, and then I'll go in the extended. And as I said, we're going to look at where you guys are going to be a year from now and what's the highest outcome based on the current energies. Advice to get into alignment if you're not in alignment. And we will take it from there. Okay. So we have the green man, and this is all about immersing yourself in nature, being grounded. This could also talk about green energy in terms of, eating more fruits and vegetables. Maybe you're doing a green smoothies. You need maybe it's time to take a nice little cleansing out, whatever it is. But certainly there's something here about plant medicine. Spirit's advice for you at this time. We have crystals. So it could be that they want you to work with a particular crystal. At this time, there's a lot of amethyst here, but I'm getting like Lumeria vibes from these twin peaks. And it's interesting because I pulled out my Lumerian crystal, okay, and it has twin peaks as well. So there might be something for you in the Akasha, and maybe they want you to use crystals. Maybe they want to use crystals to help you access it, because now the way I see the Akasha, the crystals are the information is stored in crystals, and everybody sees it differently, but for me the information is stored in crystals. So maybe there's something in the Akasha that we need to retrieve. Yep. All right, so I'm going to change up the extended just a little bit. What I will do for the extended, we're going to do the rest of stuff, but I'm going to go in the Akasha and see what they want us to get here. There's something in the Akasha that we need to get. Okay? But for a lot of you, you may be being granted access to the Akasha at this time, and they're saying that crystals may be instrumental in amplifying your energy enough to get access. That's what I'm getting here. It could be a focus on crystal healing as well. Let me see what they say about crystals here. But I will go in the Akasha and the extended. Let's see, crystals. What are they saying about crystals? Okay. Here we see an amethyst crystal cave bathed in the water from a river. This is interesting. Because the way I see the Akasha, it's an amethyst crystal door that I pass through to go inside. Interesting. All right. The points of light represent the spiritual force that these crystal beings generate. Amethysts, as well as other types of quartz crystals, have been used for thousands of years in magic and healing, as well as for intensifying psychic abilities. But I think amethyst is used for protection, if I'm not mistaken. You guys will tell me in the comments. Since its violet color is the same as the crown chakra, it is often referred to as a spiritual stone. The nature of quartz crystals, the second most common element in Earth's crust, is that they help focus the power of all life, force, or spirit. Where attention goes, power flows, and crystals magnify this power tenfold. Our intention influences where our attention goes. When we're consciously aware of our intention, it facilitates the focus of that spiritual power and supports the manifestation in material reality of that intention. And they're saying what this means is it's time to bring your complete focus to the subject of your inquiry. Eliminate all distractions and give this your individual attention. Whether this is a project, relationship, or simply a relaxing time spent walking in nature, be fully present to the situation. This sharpening of focus will expand your awareness and allow your inner guidance to penetrate your consciousness, which can then be parlayed into appropriate action. By being focused with crystal clarity, you are in the flow of your life force and in fact have become one with it. It is not a hypervigilant or tension-filled state, but one of relaxed attention. Keep your eyes, ears, and heart focused on what you wish to pay attention to, and miracles will be created. To paraphrase a fictional elder, use the force and use it in life-enhancing ways. So that's why I think a lot of messages came out today about aligning to a particular force. So everything is an energy. Abundance is an energy. Self-worth is an energy. Relationships or wanting to be in a relationship, all that is an energy. And for us to manifest this into our lives, we first have to align with it. And how do we align with it? By putting our attention and focus on it and not allowing the distractions or the perceived blocks to come into our mental body. Okay? We're not thinking about that. We're focusing on the end result, how we want to feel, okay, what we want to do, right? And we're not letting the little inner critic inside of us and the outer critics, okay, because we are going to be aligning with the energy of it. And once we align with the energy of it, then nothing can stop us. We are in the flow, okay? So whether you are trying to birth a project, okay, or you're doing a lot of self-healing work, or you're looking to manifest abundance, whatever it is, we have to first align to the flow of it, right? And we do that by putting our attention, or focus, or emotions into it, okay? All right, my love. So in the extended, I'll go into the Akasha. We'll do the rest of the things that I said we'll do. Take care. Love you guys. And if you guys can like, share, put a comment down below. It could be a full stop, or interact with any of the ads that may have played during this reading. It's beautiful energy exchange for me. And as we say, everything is about an energetic exchange. And please do that for any reader you enjoy, or anybody on YouTube that you follow that you find adds value to your life. Make that energetic exchange. One click can do so much. Okay? All right, my love. Take care.